Now, police in the United Kingdom say they have launched a murder investigation into the death of former politician Ann Widdecombe. The 78-year-old former Conservative minister was found dead at her home by paramedics. A 26-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of murder.
This is where the body of Ann Widdecombe was found, at her home in Dartmoor in Devon yesterday morning. Police immediately began conducting extensive inquiries into what they described as her suspicious death after emergency services were called to the remote property. The former politician had sustained serious injuries. Forensic examinations are currently underway, and Devon and Cornwall police say they have made an arrest.
We can confirm that a 26-year-old man was arrested at an address in Newton Abbot this afternoon on suspicion of the murder of Ann Widdecombe. The suspect, who is a white British national, remains in police custody whilst inquiries continue.
There's been shocked reaction from across the spectrum of British politics. Conservative Party leader Kemi Badenoch described the killing as a nasty, horrific attack. Prime Minister Keir Starmer appealed for police to be allowed focus on their investigation.
I've spoken to the Chief Constable this afternoon about the details, and I think this is really important, that this is a moment where we rise above any political differences, the political divide.
We are guaranteeing to you.
Miss Widdecombe was a Conservative MP for over 20 years and served as a minister in John Major's government. She was propelled into national headlines when she clashed with her colleague Michael Howard, famously saying there was something of the night about him. A fervent supporter of the UK's departure from the European Union, she joined Nigel Farage's Reform UK in 2023, the successor to the Brexit Party, for which she was elected an MEP. Known for her devout Catholic faith and firm views, she also appeared on Strictly Come Dancing and was a runner-up on Celebrity Big Brother, highlighting her appeal beyond the benches of Westminster. David Landy, RTE News.
Well, in the past hour, police have been giving an update on their investigation, and we can hear some of that now.
We can confirm that a 26-year-old man was arrested at an address in Newton Abbot this afternoon on suspicion of the murder of Ann Widdecombe. The suspect, who is a white British national, remains in police custody whilst inquiries continue. Officers were called to Miss Widdecombe's home at Haytor by the ambulance service around 11:40 a.m. on Thursday, the 9th of July. Sadly, 78-year-old Miss Widdecombe was located deceased within the property. She has sustained serious injuries. Her next of kin have been informed and are being supported by specially trained officers. Detectives from the Force Major Crime Investigation Team have launched a murder investigation and are conducting extensive inquiries into the circumstances surrounding Miss Widdecombe's death.
Well, for more on this story now, we're joined by London-based broadcaster Enda Brady. Enda, thanks so much for joining us. We heard there from the police press conference, and they said that a male, British white male, has been arrested, 26 years old. What else did they say about the circumstances of Ann Widdecombe's death?
Well, Sharon, the police here are keeping very, very tight-lipped. There was hardly any information in that news conference. We were told to expect one about 4 p.m, that there were suspicions that Ann Widdecombe had been murdered, which was not in any of the bulletins this morning anywhere when her death was first reported. And then the news conference got delayed, and as soon as the officer spoke, it was quite clear that they had made a significant breakthrough, that a 26-year-old white British man is in police custody, arrested on suspicion of murdering 78-year-old Ann Widdecombe.
Is there any information about the suspect? I know you said information was sparse at that press conference.
Well, police are looking for CCTV footage, anyone who was in the area yesterday morning and has dash cam footage from vehicles, but we don't know who the man is or where he's from. But what they have said is that he was arrested in a town called Newton Abbot. It's the nearest big town from the village of Haytor. It's just under 10 miles away from Ann Widdecombe's property. She'd relocated down there about a decade and a half ago. The newspapers are reporting that her body was discovered at the property yesterday morning at 11:40 a.m. by her carer, who had gone into the property and found her with very serious head injuries. So the murder investigation continues. It's interesting as well to point out that counter-terrorism police were initially consulted this morning, but terrorism has been ruled out. Lots of speculation about motive, but the police, as I say, remaining tight-lipped.
We had earlier heard that she had sustained serious injuries, and the Home Secretary today urging the public to avoid speculation, describing the circumstances of her death as extremely distressing. Is there any information about how she might have died?
Absolutely none. There will be reports in tomorrow's newspapers, obviously, reporters descending on the southwest and heading to that village, Haytor, in the last couple of hours. But Ann Widdecombe had basically retired down there. You know, she had a huge public profile here. You know, I remember when I started first working in the news here in the mid-90s, and she served in John Major's government. She was a Home Office minister. She spoke on prisons. She was a Conservative politician all her life. And then she pivoted and went even further to the right, joining the Brexit Party, becoming an MEP. And then in later life, she blossomed into this kind of celebrity figure, all off the back of her time on Strictly Come Dancing on a Saturday night, where she got all the way to the semi-finals. Even though she acknowledged that she was not a very good dancer, she was paired up with Anton Dubek, and the public vote basically got her to the brink of the final. So she had this kind of second career almost as a TV celebrity. She went on Big Brother and she remained very popular. And it was quite interesting to note that a lot of people didn't like her politics, but they did seem to like her personality.
Yeah, she was a very big personality and very outspoken about her political beliefs as well. Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch struggled to find the words today, but she said she was a fun and feisty woman. You had met her many times. Was she still contributing to public debate?
Oh, she was. She'd appear on news programmes, any of the news channels you would see her on regularly. You'd meet her in the canteens or in the green rooms. She would pop up on radio. She had her opinions. She was a devout Catholic, and a lot of people feel that her faith guided her politics. And she had a lot of disagreements with people. Politically, you know, the people who are coming out tonight and paying tribute to her have all pointed this out, that they may not have liked her political thinking, but they did admire and respect her for standing by her beliefs in such a fervent manner. But she was key, alongside Nigel Farage, in helping to drive the Brexit debate and get Britain out of the European Union. But a woman with some very kind of hard right-wing views, and she was not for turning.
All right, Enda Brady, London-based broadcaster. Thank you for your time this evening.